Parashat Chukat, Hukkat, 4th of July 2025. Theme: Cleanse yourself from contamination caused by a corpse. Chukat, low up, opens by highlighting the transformative process of burning the red heifer and utilizing its ashes for purification. It shares a profound stories of the deaths of Miriam and Aaron the moment Moses struck a rock to draw forth water, the challenges posed by a plague of venomous snakes, and the courageous battle against the Emorite kings Sihon and Og. In this parashah, Miriam passes away, Aaron departs, and Moses receives the somber news that he will not enter the promised land. This moment marks a powerful transition of generations. The focus of the narrative is shifting away from Mount Sinai, drawing us closer to the challenge of conquering the promised land. Soon, only those who have heard about Mount Sinai from their parents and grandparents will remain. Within this parashah, the Torah reveals the extraordinary ritual of the red heifer, which must be without defect or blemish. This call to action inspires us to reflect on our commitment to following divine instructions and to seeking the true meaning of purity in our lives. It stands a profound example of a law that transcends rational explanation. The parashah opens with the significant ritual actions concerning the red cow, a command from God that invites us to explore its deeper meanings. It's inspiring to see how ancient rabbis engage in thoughtful discussion about the reasoning behind these laws, concluding that they serve as a test of Israel's unwavering obedience to God. This perspective encourages us to approach the parashah with confidence, enabling us to read it thoughtfully without needing to grasp every detail related to ritual purity full. Scholars examining Numbers chapter 19 verse 1 and chapter 22 verse 1 have revealed with interpretations that extend beyond practical applications. For instance, the contamination from contact with a corpse is discussed in the other parts of the Torah, such as Leviticus chapter 21 verse 1 to 4 and Numbers chapter 6 verse 6 to 13. The Torah clearly outlined the purification process, enabling us to appreciate the royal significance. In this context, the blood of the old brown, red cow is not offered on the altar, rather is burned along with the cow's body, with the resulting ashes serving for ongoing purification offerings. Interestingly, the first as we conduct the burning becomes impured themselves, highlighting the complexities of spiritual and physical cleanliness. The origins of the purification ritual stem from an ancient understanding of the potential cleanliness associated with the contact with the dead. This belief was often connected to various fears including corruption, the influence of demons, and the spirits of the deceased. Moreover, this rite may have been a means for the Israelites to differentiate themselves from the prevalent cult of the dead in the ancient Near East, reinforcing their unique identity and traditions. Overall, this parashah provides a meaningful opportunity for reflection on the significance of ritual and the nature of purity in our spiritual lives. For the Israelites, the primary focus was upholding the holiness of God's dwelling, emphasizing the importance of spiritual integrity over mere personal safety from negative influences. This call for God's people to mirror His holiness highlights the necessity of separating themselves from anything deemed unclean, as these two states are fundamentally incompatible. As a result, ritual purification became vital, with specific practices established to prevent defilement which could stem from association with death, including corpses, related vessels, clothing, or graves. An intriguing aspect of the red heifer law enriches the Jewish understanding of this ritual. The process of creating a purifying substance from the ashes of a red cow, where red Adom in Hebrew implies a remarkable purity without blemishes. No specks of white or black, and lacking even a couple of contrasting hairs, is a rare phenomenon. The symbolism enhances the significance of the ashes, suggesting a deeper connection to the themes of life and purity. The parashah introduces a crucial example of a hukkat, a law that transcends human reasoning. According to rabbinic tradition, this reflects the nature of Chukat, Hukkat, emphasizing that while these laws may not be fully comprehensible, they invite us to embrace the spiritual depth and engage in meaningful reflection, especially the purification rituals designed for individuals who have become defiled through contact with a dead body. This process involves sprinkling the ashes of a red heifer on the affected individual, following the prescribed guidelines. A red heifer must be burned, and its ashes are then combined with water to create sacred water used to purify those who have encountered a human corpse. Furthermore, we can find valuable insight in midrashic interpretation featuring King Solomon, the wisest man in the Bible, who proclaimed, "I have labored to understand the word of God, and have comprehended it all, except for the ritual of the brown cow." Another instructive quote reminds us, "These laws are decrees from God, and we have no right to question them." This acknowledgement of the profound mystery behind these rituals encourages us to approach them with reverence and contemplation. As we reflect on the relationship between the Haftarah and the parashah, we discover a command that challenges and inspires. This complicity raises profound questions about its significance. Rashi reminds us that the Torah declares that it is decree from the one who gave the Torah, and is not for anyone to question its validity. Similarly, Ramban highlights that there is nothing without purpose in the Torah. If something appears to be meaningless, it may simply reflect our limitations in understanding. The passage that follows the completion of the tabernacle and the challenge to Aaron's priesthood serve as a powerful reminder to protect the sanctity of the tabernacle. In Jewish tradition, the sacrifice of the red heifer stands as a vital means of atonement for the sin of the golden calf, emphasizing how rituals pose a deeper connection to holiness and community values. The law of the red heifer teaches us that understanding may be secondary to our obedience to God. It is a testament to our faith, even when His words exceed our comprehension. We must also recognize that the right is not in practice today. Some halakhic authorities consider all Jews to be ritually unfit to enter the Temple Mount, protecting the sacred ground where the holiest presence of the temple once stood in Jerusalem. God has blessed us with the gift of reason, yet we inevitably encounter mysteries that transcend our understanding. The ruling of the red heifer inspires us to embrace our limitations as human beings. Our intellect alone cannot always grasp the depth of God's plan in this world. As noted in Sefer Kedoshim, it is more praiseworthy to do something solely, because our logic or sense of morality leads us to the same conclusion. For reflection and discussion, why do you think that Torah reveals rules and experiences that transcends human understanding? After reading Parashat Chukat or Hukkat, consider the profound distinction between purification and cleansing. Reflect on the physical and spiritual dimension of moments with God. Invite us to the reason, versus those when He calls us to trust and obey unconditionally.